Recently, I tried recreating your guys' best Rocket League clips, but I was only able to get through about half of the submissions. So in this video, I'll be going through the rest of them. And if you guys want to have a chance to be a part of future videos like this, make sure to join the Discord using the link in the description. And the first clip we're going to try to recreate is from Enzo. So he sent 2 here. We're going to choose the best one. Something is up with this audio. It's like deep fried or something, bro. Okay, so he gets like a cross map flipper set in that clip. Let's take a look at the second clip here. Okay, so the ball goes up. It's a little ground double. I might do this one actually, because this one low-key looks easier than what it actually is. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and we'll see if we can do it. If you've seen the first 2 videos on this already, you'll know that I make a custom training pack for each of the shots. That way, if you guys want to try recreating these shots yourself, you can do that with the training pack code that I'll leave in the description. But it did take me a while to try setting up this shot, so I don't know if we're gonna get this right away. See, okay, getting these set up, actually ground double it is gonna be difficult because I mean, that was low-key better. But that's not exactly what we're trying to go for here. So let me try this again and see if we can get a more accurate recreation. Oh wait, another thing as well. I should probably not try to do this on unlimited boost because in the clip, of course, he actually did it with limited boost. But he did start off with 100. So that'll definitely help me out here. Nice, there we go. Okay, we got a bar down ski there as well. But pretty solid recreation. It definitely was a lot harder than it looked, so good one to start off with. But let's see how much crazier these next shots can get. All right, the next clip comes from a longtime viewer and mod, Omrix, so shout out to Omrix. And let's take a look, see what clip he has for us here. So does this in 2v2. All right, so let's see what he does here. He's got the setup. He's gonna go for what looks to be a simple double tap. All right, we could definitely pull that off. All right, so since this one's pretty simple, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a challenge. And if you've been watching any of my recent videos, you'll know that I'm pretty addicted to no-look doubles. So for the double tap here, I'm going to try to no-look it. So Omrix, he actually started off with 100 boost in that clip. That one might be... Okay, you know what? I may have no-looked a little bit late. We'll show the side-by-side of the shots. So I guess you can see for yourself once again. But we were able to get the double tap, so that's all that matters here. Let's move on to the next one. All right, the next clip comes from Dino, and he said, my first flipper set into an own goal. Oh no. Okay, well. Crap, the clip is not playing for me. Let me see if I could figure this out. Otherwise, we might have to skip this one. All right, so I tried clicking the link here, and it said the clip no longer exists. So we are going to have to skip it, unfortunately. But the next clip comes from Ala Romero, so let's check it out. Okay, so the ball's gonna pop up really high. Okay, a little bit of a step up from Omrix's. It's a flip reset double tap. These are always very fun to try and pull off, so should be exciting. I also noticed he's using the Vulcan, which is pretty funny. I won't use the Vulcan, but maybe that adds aura points to the shot. I have no idea. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. All right, fellas, luckily it didn't take me too long to create the setup here, but I noticed in the clip he started off with 86 boosts, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same, and hopefully... Oh, I hit that too hard. Okay, hopefully this one doesn't take too long. It shouldn't. The only problem is sometimes the ball can get a little bit too far away from me, so... Oh my god. We also got to aim the ball as well in a good spot. That's pretty good. Okay. That was kind of clean. We got 2 hits on the ball with our flip. So, you know, I thought the finish was going to be a lot worse here, but that second hit on the ball was able to salvage it just a little bit. So, we'll take it and let's move on to the next one. The next clip comes from Chaos. He said, did that shot when I was plat. Now I'm diamond 2. I hope I will be in the vid. My life is all about playing free play. All right, fair enough. I mean, I'm anyways doing all these shots in custom training, so let's take a look here. We got 1 reset, flip into another reset. Okay, we can definitely recreate this. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, 1 reset, touch, another reset. Shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, he's doing this in free play, so he has unlimited boost, so I will give myself that. Maybe I could try to do this on 100. I should be able to. Maybe I'll do that. All right, on second thought, I'm actually going to use unlimited boost because in his clip, he was able to spawn the ball in while he already had momentum. So if I only gave myself 100, definitely would be a lot harder, but I think the most difficult part about this shot is going to be getting a proper pre-flip touch that allows me to easily get that second reset. Because, like, this is going to happen a lot, too. I'm going to accidentally get the second reset while trying to flip into it because I'm so used to just doing it that way. See, like, there I hit the ball too soft. I need to get enough height on this ball when I do get that pre-flip. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be the hardest part, but let me see what I could cook up. Okay, wait. One thing that I noticed is he got the ball up really high without too much momentum. Oh, okay, see, there we got a good setup. But what I was gonna say is that he didn't get much forward momentum on that first touch, so he was able to follow it up way easier off of the reset. I don't know how I didn't get a reset here, bro. This is some... that's so annoying. Ooh. Nice! There we go. That was a clean one, too. I don't think it bounced. I know the original clip, it didn't bounce in that one, so... yeah, very clean shot. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next clip comes from just a user who says, washed and terrible compared to the others, but here. He said double mustard. I don't know if I've ever done a double mustard, actually, but see what he does. Okay, there's the first one. Reset. Second one. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be... if I hit this, this will be the first time I've ever hit this, training or not. Should be fun. It's just... the hardest part about this is gonna be getting... like, on the first musty, getting it soft enough to where I can get the reset. So I can do the second one. This was also in free play, so unlimited boost, we'll give ourselves that as well. And let's see if this will be the first fail or not of the video. Oh. Okay. Dude, I was literally just trying to set up the shot. That was actually a decent attempt, so hopefully I could do something like that when I actually start playing the pack. Oh my. See, that's one of the issues, bro. When I get the first musty, sometimes it's just gonna go super far like that. Oh. Oh my god, that was actually a decent setup, but I couldn't get to the ball, the right spot, to even get the reset, so feels bad. Oh? I got to the ball too late, man. I froze up. That was a good first musty. I got it nice and high. Oh my god, wait. I can't. Alright, guys, I hate to say it, but this is actually going to be the first fail of the video. I just don't have this in my bag, bro. This is taking me too long. I feel like it would take me too long to actually get it, so we're going to move on to the next one. Alright, the next clip is from Gnarly. He says, own goal, but still, also, I'm Diamond 3. Alright, let's take a look here. No way he's Psycho own gold. Oh my god. Okay, well... technically, we did a Psycho in the first edition of recreating best clips, but it's been a while. I'm down to do it again. So the way he sets this up is actually very similar to the one in the first part. I mean, in the training pack, it won't be an own goal, but still, you know, let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Oh my gosh. Boys, we got it. Wait, one bounce? Okay, never mind. But yeah, with this setup, it's actually really simple. You don't have to move your joystick too much just at the last second. You want to tilt back, of course. It's all about that timing at the end of the day when it comes to Psychos and Skims. Oh! That might be good. Of course not. Oh! Crap. Wait, that one's good, right? Oh, I thought that was going to hit crossbar again. Wow. Honestly, I did not expect that one to be the one that went in, but... there you go. I mean, that was clean. In the original clip as well, it was also a one bounce, so... I would say this one is pretty accurate. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next clip comes from Shona, who says, currently plat 3, but hit this clip when I was gold 1. So, let's take a look. See what he does. Alright, so he's very low booster. He has 12 boost. From really high off the wall, he's gonna get a ground double. Shouldn't be too bad. I think the hardest part is probably just going to be getting that double with that little boost, but see if we can do it. All right, I'm actually going to give myself about 38 boosts, a little bit more, just so that I can get some momentum as I'm going up this wall. There we go. We got about 12 boosts out of 11. I was so close. Maybe that one extra boost would have been enough to get it. Nah, probably not. Well, you know, I did notice as well, he actually had more like 9 boost when he went for the ball. Now, here's the thing. We don't want to hit the ball too far. We want to keep it somewhat close. This should be perfect. Beautiful. We had about 12 boost when we went for the ball there. So I think we had like 13. So this is a pretty good replication. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying so far, leaving a like would help a ton and only takes 2 seconds. And if you want to see more videos from me, then make sure to subscribe. This might sound delusional, but let's see if we can reach 35k subs before the end of the month. Alright, now back to the video. Alright, the next shot comes from Mid-Terror 18. It says he's gold 1 here. He's going for some musty. Oh boy, I'm getting flashbacks to just a user's shot and how I really couldn't set up. Okay, it's like a pre-flip musty. Yo, I'm actually... The thing about the pre-flip musties, I'm surprisingly consistent with those. I mean, they're pretty simple, but you just pre-flip musty, do a nice little air dribble. That should be really easy. Okay, so one thing I forgot to point out as well is during the air dribble, he got 3 touches, and then he also double tapped it. So we should aim to try and get that as well when we do ours. Oh, I almost had it right there. Ooh, there we go. Oh, how do I throw that, man? Oh, there we go. We technically got the double tap because it did hit the crossbar and then it went in. And I think we also got enough hits here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And we get the double. Perfect. Let's move on to the next one. All right, the next clip comes from the Eon guy. It says he's Diamond 3/Champ 1. Oh, that is a tight angle. Ooh, that's going to be hard to recreate. Okay, so he brings it up really high up the wall. It's like a pre-flip sort of thing. Wow. All right. I don't know how I'm going to even set this up in the training pack, but I'll give it my best shot. All right, I'm just going to do this one with unlimited boost because I need to create momentum. Oh my god, wait. Whew. Okay. Look, I'm not going to be able to get the double tap at the exact angle. I mean, maybe I will. Who knows? But as long as it's a tight double tap, I'll count it. Ooh, you know what? That angle is pretty tight. I think I'm going to count this one. I think his was a little bit higher up, but... yeah, it's not the easiest angle. I mean, it was right near the net, but still, quite a tight angle. Let's move on to the next one. The clip comes from Mafi, and he actually sent 3 clips, but the first 2 were only possible with opponents in the match, which I can't do in a training pack. So he said, if you can't do those, you can do this one instead. And this one is actually pretty cool. So we're going to have to go from a redirect into a double tap, but pretty much we're going to have to hit this ball to the left of the goal and then double it back to the right. So I think this will be pretty fun. Let's try it out. I mean, that kind of works, you know? Like, he also placed it the bottom right of the net, so... let me see if I can get a cleaner one, though. Nice, that was a clean one, dude. I didn't place it to the right this time, but the top left, I'll take that instead, honestly. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, the next clip comes from CSGN. He says plat 3 in 2s, gold 3 in 1s. Check it out. Let's see what clip he was able to hit. Okay, so pops it up and then he gets some sort of dunk. Unfortunately, I won't be able to recreate this because it does require an opponent. Obviously, this is definitely something I can recreate. I've done this countless times in game, but let's move on to the next one from Mars. It's called Quad Reset. Okay, well, I don't think the clip exists anymore, but regardless, I wouldn't have been able to hit a quad reset, so I'm kind of glad in a way, because I definitely would have failed it. So I guess we'll move on to the next one from Weighted Golden Pressure Plate. He says he's Champ 2. Let's check it out. Goes off the ceiling. Oh my god. Okay, ceiling musty, I could definitely pull this off, but the speed that he got here was actually pretty insane. So I'm gonna give it my best shot to see if I can get a really fast one, but we should be able to recreate the ceiling musty. Oh my, okay, we got a little top right ceiling musty there. Wasn't super fast, only 80 kph. I'm gonna say if I can get at least like 100 kph, then I'll actually count it. Oh my! Okay, that got a crazy amount of speed. I just couldn't get it on target. Oh my god, dude, I keep hitting it to the same spot. Ooh, okay, you know what? That's probably gonna be at least 100, right? 102, barely. Okay. Yeah, I've hit a ton of these ceiling musties while I was going for this one. Obviously, they just weren't nearly as fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and count that. And let's move on to the next one. Comes from least mechanical ranked player. He says, wasn't ranked, and C1. Alright, so it's gonna be off the wall here. Okay, I thought that was the play for a second. I was about to be like, I don't think I could recreate this. Okay, so it's a little bit of a redirect off of this wall here. This should be light work, man. Redirects are, I would say, one of my strong suits. I used to practice these a ton when I was kind of climbing the ranks of Rocket League. But yeah, I mean, I just got to figure out how to set this up in the training pack. And then the shot itself hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and count that. I mean, I was just setting it up, tested it out as I always do before I, you know, actually play it. Let's move on to the next one. All right, the next clip is gonna come from Creeper, and he says, I mean, you can try it, but it isn't any, like, comp gameplay. So I'm guessing this is some sort of crazy freestyle shot. Heli resets? Okay. Also, what is that on the ball, bro? Who is that? I don't know if anyone knows. Let me know in the comments, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself a fail on this one. There is no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off because I can't heli reset. I had a couple submissions like this in the last video. I pretty much had to auto DQ myself from even trying it because there's just no way, bro. Anyways, the next shot is from MJ Goes Hee Hee. Says, yo, Tuff, remember me from last night's stream? Yes, I've seen him in the streams quite a bit. So there's a save here that he wants me to try. Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how I would recreate this, but he goes on the roof of the net and then he hits it out, but the ball is like almost fully in the net. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a save where it's like almost fully in the net, but at least if I can get this sort of motion on a save, because I don't know where the save's coming from. I don't have any context from this clip. So I'm just going to assume like I could do any sort of save. I just have to save it like this. So let's do it. So since this clip is a save, I can't include it in the training packs with all the other shots. So I decided to add it to one of the training packs from part 2 because there was actually a save in that one as well. And I decided to set up the save like this because from what I could tell in the clip, it looks like the ball was actually bouncing. So there we go. We'll go ahead and count that. You take a look at the replay here as well, but the ball definitely was mostly in. Landed kind of on the corner part of the roof, which is where he was as well, so I'd say that's a pretty decent recreation. Let's move on to the next one. The next clip comes from Cookie Killer 3000, who says, it's not really good, but I am silver 3/gold 1. And he submitted 2 clips, so we're gonna choose the best out of the 2. Let's take a look at the first one here. Seems to be okay, like a little crossbar pinch. Not crossbar, post pinch. Pretty simple. But is the second clip any better? Okay, he just chips it over the opponent and then scores it. I'll do the post pinch. I feel like that's a little bit more unique, although it should be pretty simple to pull off. Let's do it. All right, guys, so the way I have this set up is I have to try and dribble it from half field into the post. So this will really test my round card control here, especially because I can't really see the post. I mean, I kind of did it there, but let's see if we can get a little bit of a cooler one. Okay, that was also, I mean, I guess that kind of counts. I'm trying to see if I can get something crazy. Okay, we heard the post sound right there. Let's just go ahead and count it. Yo, look at the speed, bro. We were 1 off of the forbidden number. I'm not gonna say it. You know, I mean, we basically hit it 3 times in a row. There wasn't really any sort of speed we were going for anyway, so yeah, pretty simple one. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end here, but the next one comes from Young Car. He says, I'm Diamond 3. This is my best goal ever in game. So let's take a look. Apparently, this is an own goal. A little bit of a spoiler here. Oh my god, that's a crazy own goal. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of crazy to do accidentally. I feel like there's ways to prevent this. Okay, so he just kind of like gets a double tap on his own net from a pass from the opponent. So we're kind of doing a redirect into a double tap. Should be pretty simple, but pretty fun as well. And you guys already know, I'm gonna try to no-look this one as well. Should be able to. First try. Yeah. Oh, I trolled. Okay. Hopefully. Oh my god, bro, I'm trolling my no-looks. I would have gotten this by now if I didn't try to no-look. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. You know what they say. There we go. Okay, and I tried to no-look that early before it bounced off the backboard, unlike one of the shots I tried to recreate earlier. But let's go with the next one. All right, the next clip comes from Jason, one of the homies and a longtime viewer. Let's check it out. Okay, little flipper set double. Okay. Now, we did technically already do this from Al Romero's shot, and his was probably a little bit harder, so I'm going to skip this one, but very nice shot by Jason. Let's move on to Lars' shot, though. Now, Lars isn't in the Discord anymore. Maybe they thought I wouldn't get to their clip, but they have 2 clips, so we'll obviously choose the best of the 2 here. Also, they said don't mind the reaction. I anyways watch all of these on mute in case, you know, some people put copyright music in their clips. You never know. Oh my god! Okay, nah, this clip genuinely impressed. Okay, so he gets like a wave dash. I've done plenty of wave dash resets before, but to be able to stick to the ball like this and he gets 2 hits on the ball there, that's crazy. Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to recreate this one. Let's see if the second clip is even better. Okay, so he goes up the wall. Wow. Okay, ceiling musty, right? This was off the ceiling? Yeah, off the ceiling. So we already did this earlier. Kind of a very similar looking shot. I think that one was also around the top left, very fast. So since we already did that, we're going to try to recreate the first clip. This one might be hard for me to recreate, but I've never actually tried to intentionally do wave dash resets. So we'll see how much I struggle with this. Oh my god. Bro, getting the wave dash reset on purpose is so much harder than doing it on accident. Like, I'm just accidentally pop resetting, like, double pop resetting at this point. It's crazy, bro. Oh! Oh, wait, I got it! Yes, dude, yes! That looked pretty much like what he did as well with the, like, double hit after the... Yeah, kinda. You know what? Close enough. We'll go ahead and count it, and let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, the next clip comes from Tubbs. Let's check it out. Okay, so Tubbs is going to go in the air. It's a double tap. We've already done a bunch of double taps in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this, but we have one more submission, and this honestly might be the hardest shot I'll have to recreate out of any of these 3 videos that I've done. Let me show you guys. So as you can see, this submission actually came after submissions were closed. This is from my guy Peace, who a bunch of you guys probably know if you've seen some of my other videos. So I guess mods were able to bypass me closing this text channel, but this is the clip that he sent, and this is by far the hardest clip I think I'll ever have to recreate. As you guys can see, yeah, it is the open net. It's rolling in very slowly here, so, you know, giving us a little bit of grace here, but I don't know how long this is going to take. This might honestly take me literal days to get done. Honestly, that might be too generous. I'm going to go ahead and try my best, and let's see if I can do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the shot is set up, and all I got to do is find a way to put this in the net. Without further ado, let's do it. Oh my. Okay, yo, the crossbar just made like 15 different sounds right there. Anyways, when I score the shot, you guys will see it.
5 years later.
Right. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, no way. No way, dude, it's going in. Let's freaking go. Let's go, man. That is easily the highlight right there. Well, anyways, here's a little side-by-side for you guys. I think mine was actually a little bit faster, but if you guys want to be a part of more videos like this, whether it's recreating more clips or something else, then be sure to join the Discord server and keep an eye out on the announcement tab whenever I'm planning to record something like that. But if you haven't seen the other videos of me trying to recreate your guys' best clips, the playlist to that will be popping up on the screen. But if you've already seen those and you want to see another video of mine, that is also on the screen right now. Otherwise, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to help support the video. It would mean a ton. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one and keep it tough.